We covered pretty much everything in terms of Bootstrap components. Let's tie up some loose ends and find out what wells and thumbnails are all about. You can use a well to create an inset effect on a container. The base class is well. So let's do div with a class of well, and we'll just put in some text. And it looks like that. Now you can make wells bigger by adding the well large class. So let's see that in action. So div class well large. Okay, and also you can make wells smaller. Like this. And as you can see, these classes affect the overall padding and the rounded corners. Thumbnails are used to display images by default, but can also contain videos and text. They're great for grids of photos, videos, portfolios, and much more. They can also be simple links or just static content. In fact, thumbnails were called media grids until version 1.4. The markup is really simple. All you need is an unordered list with a class of thumbnails. So let's check it out. UL class thumbnails, which contains, let's do about 4 list items, each having an anchor tag with the class of thumbnail. This is very important because it adds a bit of styling, and it contains an image with the source like this. So let's check it out. And as you can see, we have a small Polaroid kind of effect, if you remember from the images. We have some padding, a border, and a nice hover effect. So if you're just adding images, you must include the thumbnail class to the anchor tag. However, if you want to use HTML content, you need to use a div instead of the anchor tag. So let's do another list, UL class thumbnails times 4, which contains a div with a class of thumbnail, which contains an, let's do an h3 title plus a paragraph, some text. All right, so now if we check it out, this is what we get. Now, the great thing about this component is that it uses the existing grid system classes for controlling the thumbnail dimensions. So for example, if I come back here and I'm gonna place list item with a class of span 3, yeah, each of the thumbnails will have the exact same dimensions. Now these are colored this way because I have some demo classes applied to them. But if we remove those, you will get the nice clean and sharp look of all the Bootstrap components. At this point, we've looked at all of the CSS-oriented components. Bootstrap also offers some elements that rely more on JavaScript, like modal windows, accordions, sliders, and more. Let's have a look at these next. We'll start with modal windows.